Welcome everyone back to the channel. Kyle here. Good to see everybody back, and today we got a special video. Today we're going to talk about quite possibly the rarest Mattel Elite set of all time. I'm sure you guys know where I'm going with this, but we're talking about Walmart exclusive Mattel Elite Flashback Series 3. Just a Grail set. Not a lot of people got, unfortunately. Luckily for me, as some know, I travel a lot for work, and I happen to be in Omaha, Nebraska. Headed home back to Des Moines, and I swung into the Walmart on the border, Iowa, Council Bluffs, Omaha border. Went in there, grabbed something to eat real quick, hit the toy section as I always do. You got to. And lo and behold, there it was, the bottom shelf. They had a set of the Flashback Series 3 just sitting there. I knew it was coming out. This was early when it was first hitting stores. And I obviously bought the set and moved on and said, hey, scratch it off the list. Moving on, took it home. Usually when I buy new figures, as you guys know, I open them up. But I always sit on them for a week or two, just let them marinate in package, because deep down, I want to keep them in the package. Unfortunately, space, I would never have enough room to keep all the Mattel Elites in package. So I eventually opened them up after a couple of weeks of them sitting on card, and that's what I did with this. Well, all of a sudden word gets out that this set is extremely rare. I didn't know what the heck was going on. I was continuing to go to stores looking for these, because a Harley race figure especially, I would have liked to have one in the box. At the time, Harley's from the area, around the area a lot. Thought it'd be cool to get him to autograph that one, so I was on the look for another one. But lo and behold, I don't think the state of Iowa ever got a case of Flashback Series 3. I never personally saw one. I never saw brick-seek movement on them. Very, very, very hard to find set, and it was that way across the country. So very disappointing to the collectors. I know there's a lot of completists out there that missed out on this. I don't know what I would do. If I wouldn't have found this set, I would have spent the big money on Harley, obviously. I would have eaten my soul alive. I would have never went to bed again if I didn't have Harley in my collection, especially at this point. But luckily, like I said, I came across this set out at retail and got very lucky. I don't know if some of you guys pay attention to the Wrestling Figures message board, but Steve Ozier from Mattel was recently on there talking about, hey, what would have been the next series of flashbacks? It would have been the Piper's Pit, Build a Piper's Pit set. That would have been extremely awesome to have that one for Mattel, but never to be. Walmart, these were Walmart exclusives, as you guys know. Walmart axed the set, said no more, we don't want it anymore. My personal life, I guess my real job every day, I spent a lot of years working pretty hard with Walmart. The companies I've worked for in my life, worked directly with Walmart. And I tell you, Walmart is a bear, they're a beast to all their vendors. And Mattel's no exception. What Walmart wants, Walmart gets for the most part across the board. There's always a saying in the industry that, hey, if Walmart deletes an item or gets rid of it, you might as well say goodbye to that, whatever it is. It could be a loaf of bread, it could be a frozen pizza, it could be a toy. If Walmart deletes it off of their their sets, I guess it's a little inside speak, but if they delete it from their sets, more than likely a couple months later, it's going to be gone across the board. So, if you have a favorite chip out there you can't buy anymore, you should probably thank Walmart, because Walmart said, hey, this isn't working for us. We don't want it on our shelves. And then it gets deleted, because the volume of Walmart, let's be realistic, it's huge. Target's big, but there's probably not even half the amount of Targets that there are as Walmarts out there. It's just the state of the facts. It's just the way it is. Walmart has the most buying power in the country. Amazon could change that. We'll see what happens with that. Amazon is obviously big and changing the world, and will totally surpass Walmart in everything one day, I think. But right now, we could blame Walmart for this. They made low production of the Series 3 because it got canceled as they were getting ready to build it. I believe Steve said they had these figures kind of waiting to be slotted in. It was an easy move to slot these in, get them out there, and take care of a little inventory, and that was it. So very disappointing. I know I feel some of your guys' pain out there of not getting this figures, but it is what it is. It's the collecting game. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart too sometimes. So let's get into it. Let's show some of these off. If you guys haven't seen them before, hopefully you have, but thought I'd go through. The first one we'll talk about, Stone Cold Steve Austin. 96 King of the Ring Austin, as we all remember, he won the King of the Ring that year. Back of the box, Stone Cold's meteoric rise began at King of the Ring 96 after stomping a mud hole in Jake the Snake Roberts, and boy did he ever. There's the side there. Little glamour shot. There's the back. And we all know Stone Cold was the dog of the set, I guess you would say. Kind of a slower mover, if there is such a thing for this set. But he was probably the slowest mover of the set, just because we've had so many Stone Colds. It's not that different. The yin and the yang to that Stone Cold is the 96 Jake the Snake Roberts. The Snake Reborn. At 1996 King of the Ring, the legendary Snake set his sights on climbing back to the top of the WWE. Didn't quite happen, but it really helped move Austin up the chain, that's for sure. Very cool Jake, very underrated figure. Older Jake, look at that face scan. Really cool. Love the snake. I don't know if it's a boa constrictor. I guess I'm not totally up on my snakes, but it's a big one compared to these other ones. Just an awesome, awesome figure with a great snake accessory. Look at that. Jake's glamour shot. Bam, right there. Do love the face scan on that. So that's our pal Jake the Snake. And then moving on, WrestleMania 3, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. We had a Mattel Legend earlier before this in the red. This Ricky comes with the Intercontinental title. White outfit. There's side with the name. A little glamour shot action. And how about that back? Look at that. So, back of this one, WrestleMania moment. The Dragon defeated Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3 in one of the greatest matches of all time. I would say besides Harley, that's the second one to get. That's the one everybody wanted. These two were the slower movers. Him and Harley were the more expensive, pricier ones. And then we get to the big dog, Harley Race. Quite the figure. Look at that. Just beautiful. As a hardcore collector, and a lot of us collectors out there, we love the soft goods. I'm no different. I absolutely love soft goods, but plastic worked on this one. That robe is awesome. I gotta think Mattel will come out with another King Harley Race down the road because of the whole fiasco with this. My guess is we'll see a different head scan, and we'll see a cloth robe instead of the plastic. But on the back it says King Harley Race. Hear he, hear he. Race was crowned after winning the King of the Ring tournament, befitting a man of his legendary stature. I talked about how I was searching this set. I was really hoping to get a second Harley Race out there because Harley was from the area in Missouri. I bump into Harley at a lot of different shows and things around the Midwest, and I thought it'd be really cool to get him to sign this and just put it on my office. However, it was never meant to be. I never found another one, and now Harley is sadly gone. But this whole set also, you could build a Commissioner Shawn Michaels, which was a nice piece to have. One of those figures that you don't really clamor for in Elite, but you get free kind of in a Build-A-Figure set. That's a great idea. I wish they would do that in a lot more Elite sets. I've always said, Mattel, stick pieces in your basic figures. That'll make I'll have to buy every basic if they did that. If they started putting like Paul Ellering and Slick and some of the other managers, similar to the J.J. Dillon set that was around this time, that would get me to buy every single basic. I'd probably end up flipping them or giving them to my kids or something like that, but I think that's just leaving money on the table for those basics, and I think you could force a lot of people like me to buy complete basic sets that probably aren't prior. King Harley Race, like I said, it's a Grail figure. Hopefully they do something for everybody that still wants one. But this was a set that came and went extremely fast. I would say it's the hardest to find set of all time for Mattel. This Harley figure is probably one of the rarest mass-produced figures of any line in a lot of years. A lot of hurt feelings on this line, and myself included. Even though I found a set, I feel bad for some of the people that didn't, and I think there was money left on the table for sure. But it is what it is. I told you the Walmart philosophy of how they do things. But that's about it. I want to do a quick Flashback Series 3 video about probably the rarest set of all time. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate all the likes, the comments, the questions. I really do appreciate it, guys. We're doing big things here. There's a lot of content to come. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend. Let's get the subscriptions up. Make us do a lot more here with this channel. There's a lot of great ideas that are coming through. I got a few great people that I bounce some ideas off of. David C. Anderson out there. Him and I are thinking up some great ideas. But keep watching the videos, keep subscribing. Appreciate it, everybody. We'll see y'all later. Thank you.